welcome to the first episode of Uncut Convos Podcast.
Cue the applause. This is nice. This is nice. I like it.
Like, bro, just sit here and nothing.
From right to left, go ahead and introduce yourself. Go ahead.
Hey, I'm Nathan. Or Nate. Or Nadine. Whatever.
All right. That's enough.
My name is Lyrica, aka the baddest. Period.
Lyrica Michelle.
Period.
Y'all know me. The fucking prince, you know.
Lily. Period.
I'm Lino.
I'm Lily.
Hoes hate me because I'm the it girl.
No, that's right.
Okay, so before we get into today's topics, anybody want to talk about their like New Year's resolution, like what y'all plan on doing this year, what you want to do better than last year, or you know what you just focus on?
I'm trying to raise my vibrations.
I feel you on that.
Which way? What you mean by that? What's that?
Like, just good vibes only.
Like
I'm
just
just
being in
like,
a better space.
It's like the
you
people
know,
you
bro,
around.
anybody, if
Especially
you
people
negative
you be
around
around.
me, sorry, that's not my problem.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Mine is working on consistency
Yes.
and my spirituality.
Consistency as what? Like working out yourself mentally, emotionally. Like what do you mean?
Going to work consistently, working out, eating better, drinking more water.
She said eating better. Ain't you a vegetarian?
Right? How much better can it get?
Everybody thinks being vegetarian is like you eat grass.
It's so
You don't
easy
think
to
you
eat
eat
like
grass,
shit.
like, it really is. Like,
Next
so
thing you know, you're
crazy.
just getting ice cream and french fries every single day.
For real.
Well, you vegetarian too, Luna?
Yeah, I don't really.
Really?
I don't-
Damn.
Never
No,
know.
everyone thinks that like
I'm
meat's
not
everything,
always
but it's
like,
not.
I'm just like,
I'm
I
like-
try to not eat meat as much as I can. Like, if I go to McDonald's, I'm gonna get a cheeseburger. Sorry, but
I'm like pescatarian.
but I don't eat
Ain't that
meat
right?
any
Like, you
other
don't eat pork
time.
and beef?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Pescatarian, you only eat chicken and fish, I think.
I don't eat chicken.
Yeah.
Interesting.
No, pescatarian is just fish.
Oh, only fish.
Yeah, it's only
There's
fish.
another name for
Well, I'm probably a pescatarian plus. How about that? Okay, anybody else with their resolutions?
I don't know. Kind of to go off of what Lily said, consistency. And
First
that's
of all, happy birthday, Lyrica. Woo!
period. Y'all see it, y'all see it, y'all see it.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, consistency, and that's just like being consistent with my New Year's resolution. So, saving, going to the gym, eating better, being a better friend, all that.
I think you're a great one.
I appreciate it, but you know, people
You're
always
alright.
I appreciate y'all. People always got room
Lily
to.
said you alright.
See, Lyrica is that negativity. It's that
Okay, look,
projection.
y'all not bringing the vibration
You
that we
gotta-
was talking about.
You gotta
I'm
cut it out.
confused. I'm confused.
You'd rather be alone than in a room full of bitches, okay?
Look, my girl get it. But yeah, just being consistent, because it's one thing to talk about your resolutions, but being consistent with it is another story. So.
Yeah. Like, I'm one of them type of person as well. Like, I don't even say I got a resolution. Because every time that I did have a resolution, that shit did not work out. When I tell y'all, I was saying that I was going to stop smoking for 10 resolutions in a row, and that shit did not fucking happen, okay?
Resolution.
So last
Maybe
year,
you just need to pick more like tangible resolutions. More
And that's another thing. Some people are like
achievable. You just gotta like
not
try your
realistic
best.
with
That's
their
why I said
resolutions.
just raise my vibrations. Like
Yeah, right?
I just want to try my best to do better for myself in every way possible. You know, like I just want to.
so basically what I stopped doing is lying to myself and say, oh, I'm going to stop smoking. So I was just like, fuck it. If I stop, I stop. And then I stopped. I said, damn, maybe that's my method right there.
Right.
I got to
For
stop
real.
saying what the fuck I'm going to do.
Yeah. See,
I'm-
and that's
I'm
the thing
the type
is
of person
I don't
anyway.
say I'm not gonna stop smoking because smoking will make me happy.
Okay, look, let's talk about it. But maybe that's another conversation. But
Yeah.
agreed.
Nathan?
On the spot.
I mean, you already a bodybuilder and stuff. How,
You
what-
should have
what
been
about
thinking
you?
about that shit.
Just,
At all that time.
I don't know. Just getting more be consistent, like everybody else saying. I want to say, star football player.
Yes.
Okay.
I know that's right.
Put that into the
I know that's right. Manifest. That's another thing.
Yes.
And I know another thing, like, I want to, like, stop spreading myself too thin.
Yes.
Being
That's
too
a good
available.
one.
Being too available.
Yeah.
Like,
That's a good one.
I need to be more available for myself is what I mean.
Yes,
Like,
that's what I'm saying. You gotta care. You gotta protect
and
your
like,
energy.
I got it to the point where like I would know people know people wouldn't do the same things that I do for them, but I constantly, like, on call, I be there for them. Even if they show me time and time again that they can't really be there for me when I need them, I still be like, oh, fuck it, I'm a good person. I got a good heart, I gotta do this. Like, you know, I get that from my mom. My mom got that bad, like, letting people fuck her over and then, like, continue to do good for them. So it's just like, I'm done with that shit. Like either we good or we ain't. Like, if we ain't, it ain't no beef. Like, and a lot of people get, like, growing apart confused with, oh, we into it now.
Yeah.
So how do y'all feel about that? Like, have y'all ever had a long, like, lasting friendship or relationship and the person just wasn't growing with you no more, or, you know, and you just had to cut them off? But they wasn't a bad person. They was probably a good friend, a good family member, but they just wasn't where you was. Like, so when's the right time to cut somebody off?
I just feel like if they get mad, they're mad. You know, like, it's not, you're not mad. It's not my issue. If you're upset, like, I don't know, then that's just not what I look for in a friend anymore. Then.
Well, what if they feelings just hurt? Like,
what do they want to do? Like, hang out? Now they know that, like, I just don't feel like we're on the same level, so, like, they gotta get over it somehow.
Okay, I guess what I'm trying to ask is, if you know somebody is not where you are anymore, and you know it's time for y'all to, like, drift apart, do you just cut them off and stop messing with them, or do a conversation need to be had?
Conversation definitely needs to be had. Sure.
But the conversation don't always go well. It's like,
I used to be a conversation
okay, let's
person.
see, Lyrical. Why do you feel different? What do you mean? So the conversation don't have to be had to you?
No, but so for starters, a lot of long-lasting friendships, it's important to realize, like, if the friendship lasts for years, more than likely y'all became friends when y'all were younger, when y'all were not at y'all's fullest peak, right? So everybody's minds weren't developed, you know, y'all were still immature, whatever. As you grow up and as the years pass, you know, you start to grow up one way and they start to grow another way, and sometimes that's growing apart. And that's just life. And that's something that people gotta learn how to accept it. But I just feel like if it's a situation like that, there's no bad blood. 9 times out of 10, you just kind of fall off. And that's okay. I don't feel like the conversation always needs to be had. Because, like you said, what if somebody takes it the wrong way? Or, I don't know, anything can happen. But sometimes you just fall off, and that is okay. It's okay. It's not the end of the world.
But, but I also feel if you've been friends with them for a really long time, I feel uncomfortable conversations.
You need the mic,
Sorry. So I feel like uncomfortable conversations into, like, better resolutions.
It's necessary.
And sometimes, like, communicating each other's feelings is really important.
Yeah.
But, like, I also agree with you because some conversations just don't need to be heard. Sometimes a friendship is just over. You guys don't align anymore. So.
And that's it. That's all. I feel like you don't have to be, like, more deep than that. Like, life happens. People grow up. People grow apart.
So y'all would be comfortable, like, cutting somebody off, or, you know, letting them go without a conversation? Me, I'm a closure type person. Like, I have to have closure.
See, I feel like it's a whole other conversation.
I don't care if the last thing was fuck you, bitch.
That's the thing.
I need that to get done. Like,
then that's for yourselves. That's not for me. Like, you know, like if I
the other person that you saying basically, like,
yeah, that's the thing, is like if the other person like wants closure so bad, it's just like, okay, I will have a conversation. If they ask to have a conversation, okay, I am more than willing to be like, oh, all right, I'll explain it if you want me to.
Closure is a made-up concept, y'all. Let's start there. That only gives the other person the opportunity to hurt you more and to wiggle their way back into your life. But maybe that's a whole other conversation.
Yes.
I don't know.
Okay, I like how you.
I don't know,
with
but
that.
closure is not real. It is not. It is not necessary.
It is though.
Yes.
It is though.
I'm with you, Lily, but she just kind of fucked my head up there, because every time I go for closure, it kind of hurts me worse.
Okay.
Like, but I'm with you, I make you need it. So it's like,
but is the closure, but like, am I hurting more in the moment?
Okay, y'all are so
Over
young.
on, like,
Y'all still feel that way.
I'm for you.
I mean, I'm about to be 23, but like
I'm
I'm not
25,
old. But I mean,
I'm big.
But I think like maybe in the moment the closure feels worse than what if you didn't. But over time, you need that closure. You need that conversation.
Yeah.
or else like you're gonna always have that in the back of their mind, even if you don't even think about it. There's definitely times in my life where like I cut people off, but like I've been called to talk to them again and have a conversation with them. Either well it's for me or it's for them, because sometimes.
But at the end of the day, don't that just mess your head up even more though?
No,
than it already was.
Because listen, because what if that helps that person out?
I
Like,
think if there's
that person needs to be at peace with themselves.
But
they don't need your clothes.
Sometimes you guys can like separate your guys. Like sometimes you might not talk for 4 or 5 months, and then you realize that this person is still on your mind, and then going out of your way, and then seeing how the conversation goes after that.
For example,
you can get your closure.
Me and one of my best friends, and she been my best friend since like I was born. Literally, we from the same projects and stuff. My best friend Jessica, hey Charlie too. So we had fell out over we neither one of us could tell you what we fell out about. And we've been friends for 20 years, and we fell out about I don't know what, and we stopped talking for a whole fucking year. And every time my other best friend Tony will bring up to me, she'll be like, "You want to hang out with Jess?" I'm automatically like, "Man, fuck that bitch." Like I don't care about it, you know. And then later on down the line, I had realized like because I was trying to make myself believe that she wasn't a good friend just because she didn't talk to me in a whole year. But in reality, that wasn't true. So it's kind of like sometimes you just need a moment for people to realize that they is a person. I feel like it's not always that you need to drift apart from them. Maybe you just need a moment in time to like realize what they worth to you too. You know.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
But that don't take away from the fact that, like, you didn't, like, in that situation, did you need that closure? Did you and your friend have to have that conversation, like, okay, this friendship's not working out? You didn't need that closure, right?
Well, I didn't need that closure because we've been friends for 20 years, and we, like, have cousins. So it's like, I don't need to say anything to you, bitch, understand me. So it was kind of like that.
Okay. So an unspoken understanding, like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Feel that? At the end of the day, I feel like it gives the person another chance to pursue. But that's just me. I could be wrong. I don't know.
I feel like it depends on the dynamic of the friend of the relationship or
friendship.
That's I don't know. I've had a lot of friends that I have a lot of friends where we don't talk for sometimes a whole year. It's been 2 years. It's been 3 years before, and then we'll hang out and we don't have any. Animosity, no beef, no
Well, it's different.
anger.
It's different from y'all just.
But that's because we drifted apart.
Separate lives.
But we at first there was an animosity, but then we realized we don't hate each other. We're just not on the same path. We don't.
You don't align anymore.
Yeah, and so but every time we see each other, it's the best thing ever, and we love seeing each other, but we don't. We know we don't need each
That's my
other
favorite
anymore.
type of friendship.
I love those.
You know, and at first it was a big fight, and we held so much anger at each other for so long over absolutely nothing, and it was because in high school we grew apart.
Yes.
You know.
So,
but now, every time we see each other, it's nice because we just miss each other. We're able to catch up, and we have different priorities. We got different. You know, and I actually have 3 or 4 friends like that, and it's the best, my favorite kind of friendships, because it's we know we grew as people, you know, and we know that everybody got to be your best
I want to
friend.
get same topic, but not relationships or friendships, because I see people say things they'll know this mother-daughter dynamic or sibling dynamic is toxic, but they'll always tell a person, "Oh, that's your brother, or that's your sister, that's your mama." If a person treats you like shit, it don't matter. That don't mean anything to me. Let's get out of the habit of telling people they need to make things work with people because they their family. Because sometimes your family can be your worst enemy. I didn't want to use the word enemy.
But they can be. They can be the biggest haters.
Yeah, for real.
When did you guys say that then?
No, I'm your enemy though.
That don't mean you don't love them because you can't deal with them.
That don't mean you can't love them. You just love them at arm's length.
At a distance. I have a lot of family members where I'm just keep that shit over there.
I have a lot of people like that in general. I got love for you just because it's history, but at the end of the day, it ain't working for my life.
Yeah.
We on 2 different ways.
So
that don't serve me.
So let's just say if it was your parents, specifically, if they was. I know I can't talk. Okay, shut the fuck up. So, in particular, I'm gonna say that right. if it was your parents in particular, like if your parents was a toxic person to you and they just treat you like a shitty person, do you feel it's necessary? Because you know how the Bible say, honor thy mother and father.
Okay,
It also says that don't embitter your children.
Ooh.
In Colossians 3 or something.
You better quote it.
Dang,
Yes.
okay,
Oh,
church
shit.
boy.
Yes.
Oh, y'all must be cursing that we talking about the Bible? I'm sorry.
Look.
You're not supposed to.
But, so, do you do whatever you can to make that relationship work?
I don't know. I've had problems with my parents, but my parents are always going to be there for me, and they're always care about my best interests, and they always care about my life. So I've never experienced that, so I can't really.
Mine too.
I don't got nothing to say.
My mom and my dad.
Because if
My
I did,
dad.
I don't know what would happen if I did grow up with a parent like that.
Oh, I got
Like,
two.
if I grew up with a parent that really didn't give me, I mean, my parents had 4 kids, so it was hard to give everybody the love they deserve. So we do have a few issues, you know, but every family has that. But those are things you need to heal, and those are things you need to talk about. But I have always stayed I still love them, and I appreciate them for everything they do. I've never gotten angry at them, and that's because I've never had anybody that took like all that from me. Like, you know, I wouldn't be able to say if I had family like that.
Yeah.
Alright, so I didn't talk to my dad for like 4 years.
We do that though.
I mean,
But so recently we actually have to.
What was the reason behind that? Like, cause I
Yeah,
could never
if you don't mind
imagine.
sharing.
If you don't mind sharing, cause I could never go 4 years
if you
without
don't
talking to my
feel
dad.
comfortable,
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
Open
Okay.
always. So basically, I was living with him. We just weren't really on the same page. His girlfriend was moving in with her 3 kids, I believe. Yeah, 3 kids.
And was they around your age? Was they younger?
One was around my. They're like similar, like 11, 14, and like 17, something like that. And I was
Okay,
like,
big kids.
Yeah. So I was like, also it was a 2-bedroom apartment. I was already sleeping on the couch. My brother and my other sister already sharing a room. So it was all rough. Also, my dad had a stalker.
Another woman?
Yeah, it's another woman.
He looked at you like,
Yeah.
damn, bitch.
No, but yeah, that's a different story for another day. But
Okay.
he had a stalker, all this stuff, and also he's very cocky type. No, he's like a very alpha male type person, and like, I mean, I'm competitive, but like he was a different level of it. So like we just butt heads a little bit.
Okay, so for the whole 4 years, I'm sorry.
So then
I was just gonna ask
so
you a
then we
question.
left.
So was it a situation of like you feeling misplaced there with like all the girlfriend's kids and then you, like was it that type of situation?
Or was this issue even before the people came?
Right.
Before the people came, 'cause
Okay.
I would go home because I moved to New York at that time, and I was going to a different school.
You've been everywhere.
dang, you lived a whole life.
He's been everywhere.
I'm not gonna ask you questions after
So
that.
I lived in New York for a couple, like in Manhattan for like I want to say like 6 months. I went to school in Jersey at this football school,
Gossip girl.
and me and him just like I don't know, we were cool, but like, and he would be helpful, but like he would be on my stuff about like working out, trying to get like it's good. But he would be on it to a point, and like if I didn't clean up, he'd be like, "Man, I gotta take the dog out, I gotta do all this." And me and him just like at the end, it was kind of getting a little button heads. But also every time I went home to visit my mom, like back in Evanston, where I'm from, shout out Evanston.
Shut up.
Even though,
That's right.
even though I'm not really rocking with him, but shout out Evanston.
So I'm gonna ask, the whole 4 years, he didn't reach out to you at all?
No, because he basically was saying he was away from me. And
Damn,
And
that's
that
fucked
baffles
up.
me when
Because
parents have
you're
that
the parent.
mindset.
I don't
You
understand.
were the
But
child.
I get it though, because so basically on the way out, like he was like, I didn't tell him I was gonna leave. Like I basically packed my bags before, like he was like, oh, so I was like, we had like a break for football for like a week and a half. So I just packed all my bags, all my stuff, and just left without saying anything really. When I was supposed to like go for a week, but I knew I was straight the whole time.
So you feel like it was as equally your fault as well
No,
as
it was definitely more my fault. I'll take the money for that. Cause like I wasn't being honest, but I mean like I was a kid, but like I wasn't really honest. I was dealing with stuff. You know, kids do.
Okay, so
But I mean, I
like,
feel like as a child, you have to, like, you do a lot of things that you need to like think about. Is like when you're a kid, you don't have that guidance. You do what you have to, like,
Your initial.
you can't take blame for that. You can't feel guilty for that because you do what you can to survive, to make you feel all the needs that you need and that you're not provided, you know?
Yeah, no. Actually, if I would have done it, I would have definitely leaving was not the mistake, really. It was more just me not telling him.
Not communicating.
The not communicating part. And then even he texted me, I just didn't respond. I was like, you know what, I'm just done with
Wow. So I have a question.
Yeah.
Before we move on to the next topic.
Yeah. Did you act differently towards him? Did you have more of an attitude and stuff? Did your expressions show that you were upset with him?
No, I was kind of manipulative. Because hey, back in the day, I used to be a little more alive, more manipulative, not really open. So this is kid shit.
But
I'm not with myself.
That's not your fault for living.
A lot of kids.
I feel bad because that's not your fault for living with a parent that you weren't able to open up to, you know? Usually.
He tried to, but just me and him, because he just was so he would ask about stuff like that to try to be more open, but then when you have that relationship when he's kind of more dominant and more you really can't really say anything to him that's not I'm gonna tough it out.
Yeah, well, I got a very masculine dad.
Yeah.
And thank God for my mom because she let how many times I've cried to her, you know?
Oh, yeah, see,
but
my mom's not like that.
See,
Well,
go to the different topic.
Yeah.
Some a little bit lighter.
All right,
a little bit lighter.
So, this girl that I went to school with, right? I went to high school. Her name Malika. She made a status a few weeks ago, and on her status she said, "Imagine being in a relationship and having sex once a week." Now I can't imagine. I won't. Wait.
That's just that.
Now the comments was in an uproar. So everybody was saying "Oh, if I only fuck once a week, I'm cheating," or if I ain't fucking you, I'm fucking somebody. And so,
all right, chill out.
No, bro, chill out.
When you're with someone every single day, you need to like who they are as a person.
No, literally.
I like my man as a person.
Okay, but that don't take away from the fact that you probably still want to have sex with your man, no matter how long y'all been together.
But the thing is, imagine having sex once a week. So if that was to be the case, is that a problem in your relationship now? Because if so, you in the wrong relationship. Do you really need to be in a relationship if having sex once a week is a problem?
Yes, it's a problem, but no, I'm not about to go find sex elsewhere if I'm only getting once a week. If that's the case, we just gonna break up.
Yeah.
So that's just that.
So you gonna break up with somebody because they don't want to have sex once a week?
Yes. Cause what? What are we doing?
It's about
Cause what we doing?
All right.
Because sexual intimacy is
You want to You want to?
Oh, we got Tyree.
Let's see what Tyrone does.
Please don't bring him in.
Yeah, Tyrone is Lena's boyfriend, so this is a couple right here. So let's see their perspective on having sex once a week. Because I don't see that problem.
Let's be real though. No man wants to just have sex once a week.
I don't think nobody though, because I'm on the same page. I'm not no man. So,
all right.
Nobody.
Right.
I just want to say, as a person, okay, I'm a hairdresser. I have people unemotionally unfolding. My emotions are drained at the end of the day. Because at the salon, we'll be having mimosas. We'll be fucking, these girls are letting this shit out. And I'm not blaming them. But
no, but
bro, I have my own life. I don't have any.
Basically.
Yeah, so I'm not saying every week is once a week. But I'm saying bro, I'm a person.
I understand stuff happens. Some weeks you're more tired than others.
Yeah.
But for the most part.
Okay. But also you gotta think about people that are married for 10 plus years, and when you get old,
that's even more reason to not keep it at once a week though.
I had a little conversation with him before this, but what did you say about when you get old?
I was basically saying thank you. I was basically saying I'm not saying that you have to have sex once a week, but if y'all only having sex once a week, it shouldn't be a problem. Because me, I've been in a relationship for 5 years. The first 2-3 years, we was fucking all the time. But now, I hope they don't block us on Facebook or something like this. But now it's not really the main focus. I feel like when you got somebody that can please you and stimulate you emotionally and mentally, sex is not always the main thing. I feel like people that fuck all the time is people that's in fresh relationships or people that don't have shit to offer but dick.
It's not the main thing, but it's super important.
Yes.
But
Nobody's saying it's not important, but we're saying if it
But
came
more
to the
important,
situation
do it
of
once
having
a
sex
week.
once a week,
So,
is that all you care about?
no, it's
Because
not.
I'm sorry, let me say this. Because when you get older, at the end of the day, body parts stop working anyways. So I need to know that you gonna be with me and for me when this shit is dried up. And
But right now, we're talking about
excuse me,
For the record, everybody here is.
But if you're trying to build with somebody and you call yourself having a lifelong relationship with them, eventually you're gonna get to that point. So I need to. This is like the free trial of.
as a person.
Exactly.
I agree with everything you're saying, but okay, if you guys are both on okay terms to
Get that shit.
if you guys are both on good terms to just have sex only once a week, then that's okay. But if another person, that's something that they like to do with their significant other, and the other person doesn't even like to have sex, like how is that, like your love languages are completely different and you guys aren't aligning with
I want to say this. What if a person, like this is just a hypothetical.
You got a hand.
Oh, you got a fucking hand.
Exactly, that too. But I just want to say
you need to be able to fulfill yourself, homeboy, before
And that's so important
we can
because
be together.
I really don't need to have sex with somebody because I like having sex with myself. Like I'm fine.
You gotta love yourself, bitch. I'm
No,
weak.
for real. Like every time, I ain't even forget to tell that.
Come with us to the conversation with us today.
No, but what I was gonna say is, what if a person, male or female, what if they was, I don't want to get into this deep topic, but what if they was molested as a child and sex is not really something that they, you know, did you hear what I said?
But that's actually like a huge issue, and like
Exactly.
But like,
what if
well,
sex
not
is
even
not
molested
comfortable for
as a
them?
child, but like as I'm not trying to get too deep.
I mean,
But as like a
that-
woman, you deal with a lot of traumas, you know,
Exactly.
from men, and in a relationship, you know, your man isn't like that person, but like also that messes with your libido, stuff like that. Like they need to be understanding of that kind of shit, you know. That's not something.
That's a conversation that's had like up front though. I don't feel like that necessarily applies here. Are we just talking about you've been together so long that like you just down to having sex once a week?
I mean, I don't know.
Because if that's the case, I don't know.
It doesn't have
How long ago?
Cause I definitely feel like I'm talking about long-term relationship because 1 to 2 years, if y'all fucking once a week, they fucking somebody else.
Okay.
But
Talk about it.
But like 5 years in and like further, I'll say even 3 years in, because 3 years is when like sex go downhill for me personally.
See.
Yeah, but also, okay, I guess we're talking about sex, but physical touch is also important. Like, if you guys are always cuddling and touching each other, but you're not having sex consistently, like, you're still feeling the other person and giving them
Exactly.
yeah.
Well, I will say one thing. No matter what, even if we have sex once that week or some shit, we cuddle every single day. This man is
okay.
around me.
Come on,
Okay.
come in here. Let's see. Let's see.
He's making me feel loved.
The main thing though is intimacy.
Exactly.
I agree.
Yes.
And all you was relying on is sex and. what
I
the
can
fuck
tell
do
you agree
have?
because you saying that
Yeah.
once a week is
You
not
have-
enough.
It's
You have
not
no
enough. That's a fact.
communication
But
skills. You have to have that communication. You gotta have that bond. You actually gotta have that.
Yes.
You gotta be on a certain connection.
That,
And if y'all have sex once a week, that's fine. But that's y'all shit. That's how y'all work. As long as you got that intimacy, you ain't gotta worry about shit else. Everybody in your relationship.
Yes, that's a huge thing. Like relationships, I feel like, especially now that we have everything online, everybody holds so much expectations when it's literally just you and that person.
And everybody wanna be
It's not.
everyone else
It's
in
not
the relationship.
nobody else in there. You could have your own rules. You could make up your own. What do you want in a relationship? Do you just want someone that you're just like hanging out with? Do you want like partners? Do you want someone that you're gonna be fucking every single day? Like it's your relationship.
Right.
It's between you two. You don't have to care about what the fuck people on the internet think.
so
You
in
don't have to
conclusion,
care
to
about
each his
nothing.
own.
Yup.
Exactly, to each
And
own.
to
But I
get
do want to
mind
ask.
your fucking business.
Cheers to that shit.
Hell yeah.
But I do want to say before we switch off, so somebody said, "Come on, Tyrone, talk your shit." So listen,
that's my man.
So you better claim that they don't lie.
Hell yes.
So look, I want to say like, what if you are not that into sex and you cool having sex once a week, but your partner want to have sex like 4 or 5 times a week, but they a great partner, y'all in a happy ass relationship. So now do you elevate your sexual,
Why are you just like asking me and Tyrone a question?
I'm not. No.
Well, to be fair, y'all are
a couple right here. I'm
Okay,
talking to
fair.
everybody, but
I think
do you meet his? Do you turn around and say, okay, we'll do 3 since you want to do 5, or
Okay.
do it's just like, nigga, bring yours down and let's do 2? Like,
Well,
I
I will say, like, it's not the. Some weeks, okay, I just don't have it in me. It's just like, shut the fuck up.
No, for real.
But like,
That's me.
it's just like, how do I put this? It's not the fact I don't like make him fucking suppressed of anything, like if he needs it, he needs it. Sometimes I got advice from my esthetician. She was waxing my coochie when she said this shit.
What she say, sis? What she say? I love Lena.
She said, girl, I know you got a low libido, but sometimes you just gotta push yourself. And I was like, okay, because I will say,
you know what?
Once we do it once,
Okay.
bitch just happening fucking 3-4 days in a row.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, you just gotta put yourself into it.
And to feed into that, once a week don't mean that every week is only once a week.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So we should have said that from the jump.
That part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all be all on the same page.
Okay, got you.
Don't think
Okay,
I'm
now I
not
see
touching
what
my
you
man.
think. I'm sorry.
And if it's on that once a week turn,
Wednesdays.
it's your time to fucking show out. You feel me?
Yeah,
You
that part.
gotta want that shit.
That one time,
You gotta
let
put
me
that
tell you
work
that
in.
one time a week is the best time of our life. Okay?
Wednesdays be lit.
Wednesdays is my favorite day.
I stretched before and everything.
So, okay, before we get off this topic, I want to say, if you go on vacation with somebody, do you think it's necessary to have sex? Like,
Okay, girl, you're in a hotel room. You got
look.
no place in that thing.
Wait. But what if I'm not just talking about your partner? What if it's somebody you talking to, right? And y'all building something, but y'all haven't fucked yet. And like, wait, Lena. They didn't fly you out to like, Atlanta. Like they flew you to Jamaica or something. Like, do you feel like
I'm popping pussy.
Wait, y'all be vacationing with people y'all not with though? That's the first part.
I mean, first of all, if I'm building something
Y'all
and I know you got something going on, if you tell me, let's go to Jamaica, airplane me, please.
What you just said. Why you going out on vacation with this motherfucker if you don't know this?
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't say you didn't know them. I said you building something with them and you haven't fucked them yet.
Even then, because then I'm going to feel obligated to it. I don't like feeling obligated.
And that's my question. Do you feel obligated?
Jamaica, bitch.
That's my question. Do you feel obligated to fuck somebody if they fly you out to Jamaica? Y'all just on talking terms. But y'all talk sexual, but y'all never fucked before, and you didn't have the plans to fuck them. But now they fly you out to Jamaica. Do you feel the pressure to fuck them now?
Yeah.
That's why I wouldn't.
Yes,
Exactly, Lena. I don't know what they're talking about.
Look, it's
You're giving so much energy into that. Now I have to give the energy back.
Literally.
That's only for my know-how because, bitch, I don't got no money for that.
Thank you. What, Lily? I'm sorry.
I would just want to go because if I felt obligated, if I felt obligated to have to sleep with this person, I just wouldn't go to the vacation if that's what they were expecting.
I'm not letting
they never said. First of all, they never said it was required for you to fuck them to come to Jamaica.
But do you think like it would most likely happen? Like
they not pressuring you to have sex.
yes.
I mean,
okay.
I feel like whatever happens in Jamaica stays in Jamaica, and if I go to Jamaica, I'm gonna want to fuck. All right.
That
That's my type of girl.
Wait, so somebody just commented saying, we're gonna discuss that before I even fly out. And I think that's important.
Yeah.
Communication. We're gonna talk about it beforehand.
Okay, babe. Okay, Chloe.
Wait. So imagine this. Look, I'm finna give you this plane ticket. When we get out there, we gonna fuck sooner or later.
I agree with her.
What do you reply back?
Exactly.
Ain't no nigga telling me I'm finna fuck. Not happening.
Okay,
You not
you
telling
have to
me.
point it out.
You not telling me.
You're right, because, I came out
That's
wrong.
right.
I came
Now
out
like
wrong
that's
as
going
hell.
to out of
I should have
spite.
worded myself better. You're right. You're right.
Now we're not out of spite. I don't even
So
want
my
to.
question is, now that Tyrone has said that, do y'all want them to discuss that before or not? So what if they want to fuck? Do you say, I want to fuck when I get there? Or just wait till y'all get there and see what they got?
Let that shit
No,
happen. Wait a minute.
let it happen.
I feel like you let the shit happen.
You never know.
Naturally.
How do you
Like,
know this
if
person?
I'm sorry,
You
but
know
if
this
I'm
person,
with
you
a
been
man
talking
that
to
don't
them,
read
like
the
y'all been
room.
talking for a while, you just haven't fucked them, but y'all talk
No,
sexually,
exactly.
y'all
Like, I
talk
don't
all
like
the time.
talking about it.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
You know them enough to go on a trip with them?
Literally, like,
A
free
free
trip.
trip?
So,
But we gonna talk about that beforehand.
So wait, for example, if a motherfucker trying to fuck you and you on vacation, just let it happen. You feel me? Now what I mean is
Okay,
wait. What I mean is don't let it surrender. You gotta see what the fuck they finna put through in order to, get you in that mood.
My best friend Dorothy said, we ain't gotta wait, she said, not obligated, but we go fuck on vacation. And that's
It's
what I'm talking about.
vacation.
Well,
Fuck you
and
talking
I
about.
feel like, why would you go on vacation with a man?
Okay,
you don't wanna fuck?
my auntie said, why
Like-
go if it's not a mutual understanding?
Yeah.
That's
true.
okay, yeah.
But that just
That's
goes
true.
back to the communication aspect. We're gonna talk about it before we
And
hold
obviously,
up.
Yeah.
we're comfortable.
Wait, my twin said, who would want to fuck in Jamaica? That's a good question.
No, for real.
Big facts, yes, twin. Happy birthday.
No shit. We fucking in Jamaica. Hey, wait, my auntie said, if I'm on a plane, he in this thing. Oh!
Wait,
You gotta talk to him.
what's that shit called? That's not Red Wings. What is it?
Mile
Mile
High.
High Club, bitch.
That's the goal. That's the goal.
We've never been on a plane yet, but when we do.
My best friend said, one hand on frontal.
How do you do that like on the plane? That's all of that.
Private jets, baby.
You try your best, and you just say you
fucking
did it,
do that.
alright?
Who you know with private jet?
You fucking.
You try your best, and you say you fucking did it, alright?
And then when you
Wait,
get
I'm
to Jamaica, then you really go at it.
Yep.
Got you.
That's true.
Yeah.
So,
Wait, not my little brother coming on here. I think the nigga 17. He gonna say, we fucking everywhere. You know daddy's
Sure,
son.
it's vacation.
You your
It's vacation, and like, this is some room that ain't yours. Don't that make
But
you
I wish
fuck
I would not fuck on vacation. I don't care if we go to Indianapolis. Hey, family-in-law, I'm just saying. Even if we go to Indianapolis, we fucking out of town, like, fuck out of town. We go there.
yeah,
For
in
real.
a relationship, like if I'm
In a
really
relationship.
if I'm really comfortable with you and we go on vacation, yes, but if we don't,
I'm on vacation with nobody who not mine. Like, that's just weird to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't
But
think
what if
I
y'all
don't
building
think I
something
would
that's
ever
just not
go.
an official thing? What if y'all building something?
Then we gonna wait till after we
Well,
establish
and
it.
then, like,
Go on
what is this
vacation.
for if it's not for fucking?
Okay, that's true too.
So there's that. You know, man, we're not flying out together.
Are we gonna stay on?
Y'all,
wait,
I
smooth transition.
I thought it was gonna take like shorter to have these conversations, but we 40 minutes in already.
Are we?
We got 40 minutes in. So y'all, let's get on this topic, right? So I was asking because I'm lying. I didn't see nothing. I just really wanted to know.
I'm liar.
I was gonna act like I got it from somewhere. I ain't want y'all to think I'm like a kinky bitch. But
It is.
not you really. How do y'all feel? How do y'all feel about
Call it what it is. Spit during sex.
now? Before people ask and
Lily
say,
has a pour up, y'all. Y'all saw that?
Wait,
Lily
before
has a
people
pour
say,
up.
I'm not letting nobody spit in my face. We're not talking about in the face, but we're also
Hey,
not.
get your ass beat.
But,
Get your ass
but we
beat.
also not
for
talking
real.
about spitting on private parts either, because that's what spit goes in. So we talking about just like spit in the mouth, you know, or spit on face if that's what you want. But I won't talk about that. But is you okay with somebody like spitting in your mouth during sex, or just spitting at you? Or what if you was giving somebody like some bomb head and they just want to add on to your spit? Like, is that okay? And if it happens, like, is sex over with for you?
I just want to say, I'm a germaphobe, and That's
If somebody's just like,
So you a germaphobe, but I'm pretty sure you put penis in your mouth, right?
Okay, yeah, but like I just think it's the act.
Yeah, but
I think it's the act of someone hawking a loogie in your
See,
face.
and why do everybody keep talking about hawking a fucking loogie? I don't even know what that word is.
That's the
But
only
first of
time
all,
I've ever seen a man spit, so hawking a fucking loogie.
no, it could be a nice, delicate drop.
know.
A
It's
spit,
like
you know,
put up.
My head. You know? So,
Okay, but like,
I don't know.
let's start with Lena. What? How do you feel about it?
I just feel like,
I'm sorry.
spitting in the mouth, just something about that doesn't feel right. And I know we're making out. I know
Okay,
we're
so-
already swapping spit, but like that's not a full on like
Nobody's
think
talking
of it
about
like
that.
You don't grab
Don't
that shit
think
from
of
the
it
bottom
like
of your
that.
throat and be
Okay.
like, yeah.
But like I'm just like wondering. So does your saliva just drip? How is the shit?
Okay,
Does it
this
just drip
is what I'm
on them?
saying. If you and Tyrone is having some bomb ass sex, he's on
He's
top,
like,
and y'all kiss and y'all tongue kiss, and then when he lean up, he just drops a spit in your mouth. Is you go be like, get the fuck out of me, sex over.
Lord, I sound like he like
or
spit.
the-
I don't know.
If it's
Or
happening,
you
it's
do.
happening.
See, that's what I'm saying. So you actually not.
But if it's like, if I feel like that was fucking disgusting, I'm gonna say that was fucking disgusting, bitch.
But
Like,
my
there's a
question
fine,
is,
I'm saying there's
if
a fine
you-
line
if you're
of
not-
why you even fucking
but look,
walk it.
if you're not into spit and they spit in your mouth, is sex over?
No.
No.
At least over.
You know, we
At that point, I
Sometimes
just try some new
if you're
shit.
not
Honestly.
into it.
Wait.
Say, if I'm not into something, bitch, you're killing the fucking
Thank
vibe.
you, Tanya.
and
That's
stuff.
the young
And-
shit, right?
Talking about nasty bitch.
Wait, Eric
What
gonna
about
say,
other foods?
sex over, nasty bitch.
Eric, you got slick. I'm going to y'all.
Wait a minute, because he made the question, so.
No, I'm literally
motherfucker.
I just want to know what other people think.
Okay, so
It's, it's not necessary that I'm into it, but there's
No.
somebody.
No,
Okay, Lily, go ahead.
I was gonna say, okay, would you stop what you're doing? So like, let's say it was getting, intense. We might have to discuss it afterwards.
Can I have
Okay.
Because, you know,
Okay.
but if somebody just spits in my face, I'm gonna be like, no.
It's not
no.
necessarily
Yeah.
spitting in your face,
Or
though.
spit in my mouth, like.
Okay, so this was my question to Lily when we previously talked about this.
Mhm.
I asked her, what if you was in a relationship with somebody for 2 or 3 years and they was like, hey, I've been watching a lot of kinky ass porn, right? And they've been doing a lot of spitting, and I think I'm gonna get into a little spitting.
I feel like maybe you gotta try
do
it
you
out.
support your
I
spouse and
agree.
be like,
I feel like
let's
if
do it? Or
I
it's
feel like if they're into something, maybe you should just try it out. I mean, if you gag and throw up, then you gag and throw up.
But at least you know you don't like it.
my type of
But you
girl.
tried it, all
And
right?
that's the thing. I'm always down to try new things, but there's some things I don't want to try.
Yeah.
So like, we
okay,
can come
I
up
get
with
that.
a
You got
compromise.
boundaries.
Yes.
You got boundaries.
Right.
I get that.
Yeah.
I get that.
I won't just try anything, and especially if it's gonna be painful or disgusting.
Well, Lily, actually, you told me you'll try anything once, so let's not say you won't try anything.
I think I did hear
not
that.
everything.
I mean, that's what you said.
Okay, but I get that.
We was on the treadmill last night.
Oh.
After work, after we go to the gym down there, Lily was talking, and she
Oh,
said,
yeah.
well, I mean, I'll try everything once.
Well, look. The woman was too strong.
Well, shit. Caught me red-handed.
She said I'll drink to that.
Okay, Lyra, what's your
It
take?
like splashes.
I don't know. I feel like when you're in the mood, when you're going at it, all bets are off. I'm trying anything. Whatever you do is whatever you do. However,
You can't say all bets are off and then say however. But go ahead.
however, I don't know if y'all ever heard of post-nut clarity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
I have
No,
that
that's a
maybe.
real
Like
thing.
me.
It's a real thing.
Yeah.
After you're
Because
done,
you
you
sit
probably
there and you're like, what the
Oh,
fuck did I just do?
I do that all the time when I'm watching porn. What's up?
No, exactly.
I'm fucking
Exactly.
disgusting.
No,
literally.
What was I doing
No,
that?
that's the post-nut clarity.
So after I'm done, I might be like, damn, that was disgusting, but now I know.
Yeah, I
So
saw
when I'm in
that
the mood,
shit, yeah.
like I said, all bets are off. But post-nut clarity is a thing. So I might get some disgusting afterwards.
Definitely a thing.
Maybe not.
Okay, so
I had
Wait,
to
I
try
just
it.
want to say I'm glad that y'all put a name to that? Cause I got that shit bad.
Post-nut clarity is a thing.
I got post-nut clarity disorder.
It's
I just want to say that, okay?
I was like,
When you done, you be like, I'm such a fucking whore. Like,
Slutty bitch of me.
Have you ever
slutty bitch of me. Such a slut.
Hey, Nathan, go ahead.
But what about other fluids though? If we started.
No.
Hold on.
Like what?
bring that shit
No. Let him bring it up. Like
I've
what?
been drinking, so
Like,
I'm uncut like a motherfucker.
Like,
I'm uncut now. Y'all got me loose. I'm uncut.
Are you letting the for girls or
I need
anywhere?
another
Let us
drink.
see nut on you. Bro, even girls are.
Nutting on you? Oh, I thought you were talking
I
about.
was going to go there, but I'm gonna start with nutting on the face or nutting on like other parts of your body, just like. What's that?
Not all over me, bitch. What the fuck? You're
Oh,
like,
me.
you're
You
right.
feel me?
Just like
You feel me?
because like if you get spit on, you might as well get nut on. That's
Bye.
what I'm
What?
on.
Y'all leave the room or something?
The nut is
Just
normal.
don't get
Let's
in my fucking eyes. That's all that matters. Just don't get it in my fucking eyes.
Y'all is crazy.
That's not.
Or my nostrils. I don't know.
I feel like if we talking about other bodily fluids, we should be talking
Or
about
my
that.
hair.
'Cause that's
All right,
Or
wait.
my
So if
Okay,
we
so
Pay attention to my head. Don't get it in my
Those-
fucking hair.
that other
If you
shit,
get it in my hair, it's over.
that
We're
other
broken
shit,
up.
all that extra shit, nah.
yeah.
No.
That will get your ass beat mid nut.
Yeah.
Because, like, who the fuck wants to smell that during sex? Like,
That's-
what if you don't drink no water?
Literally. Literally.
Or what if we been drinking Hennessy all night?
That's disgusting.
That's fuck-
Your shit's like syrup, bitch.
Like,
No.
not syrup.
No, that's all. No.
That's you dehydrated.
Wait, let me say, that was the wrong moment to say that.
No, she said what she said.
But when she said, hit
I
that me, I
like
was gonna
syrup,
say,
but not that fucking
look,
kind.
when she said, I was gonna say, yeah, I like syrup too. I forgot what we were talking
No,
about.
you nasty bitch. No, you really just
No.
I know y'all back there thinking like, what the fuck? I'm sorry, I had to say that. Look, hey.
Self-aware.
So if we done with that topic, y'all, we've been out for 46 minutes.
Let's
Should we
move
move
on.
on?
Let's move on because people are knowing a little too much.
Yeah, we got a couple more. Cause we only trying to do like an hour, so we got like 14
Yeah,
minutes.
okay.
What y'all think so far? Give us some feedback.
They all in the comments. So
Are they?
I feel like
What's
they
the
are.
next one?
So I don't know. Wait. Let me ask.
It's uncut for a reason.
I know, but let me. Without that part first. But this is just for the females, obviously.
Go
So
for it.
Lena, Lily, Lyric. I love how I'm gonna use L's.
Oh,
I'm dead.
I love you. We're the triple threat, bitch.
Okay. Talk about what? Quadruple L's?
So wait, quadruple. I'm in here too.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Damn.
Yes, quadruple threat,
I'm
baby.
like the peppy out of hoes. No offense, Tom.
Wait. Wait.
Hey, I'll leave it.
No.
I'm thinking.
Okay, so to the females only, and to the females that's on the live right now, I really need y'all to comment because I really want to know, because I feel like I know there's gonna be a mix up, but ladies, would you date a bisexual man? Like, not a man that's down low, but like openly bisexual and like not he I don't know, feminine, masculine, I don't care whichever one you prefer. Would you date a bisexual man?
100%.
I
See, Lily said 100%, but I want to get everybody answers, and then I want them to get into why.
I think I would.
That surprised me. I told Lily you go flat out say no, so
Really?
I'm proud of you. The fact
I
that
I
you
thought
said-
you would too.
I'm not 100% sure, but
I feel
the
like
open-mindedness-
I feel like that's enough for me because I knew that you literally
the
like,
open-mindedness in me saying I think.
Lena.
I just have to say it would depend, like it would really depend on if our energy really corresponded.
So that means yes. So
And
you
I
will.
would say yeah, but like I mean I feel like I wouldn't be good with a man that like paints his nails and needs me to
No.
fucking put
We're
together
not talking
shit,
about
you know?
doing no feminine shit like.
But what I'm saying, I need a masculine energy. Like I like
What if
masculine
he is
energy.
masculine? What if he is masculine energy though? But
I think I would.
If he was
What
masculine
if he
energy,
takes-
then yes.
but what if he's?
But like, I have a problem where people love my brothers. So like, really, like, please don't.
Okay, so it doesn't matter if like he's receiving, like if he's the one getting like.
No, I do not want him to be fucking nobody else. It's the same as a normal relationship.
No.
Him receiving like
if he's the
you're on top.
If he's the one getting fucked, like would you still consider?
I mean, I would roast his ass, but
see that. You know what?
But it would be a healthy roast. You know, I wouldn't be like pushing it or no shit.
Right.
I would just be like,
okay, let's get
I
into
would
the
just
lyric.
be like,
let's
take it up in the ass tonight.
Let's see what Lyric got to say because Lily has the most interesting perspective.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have much to say about it because it hasn't come up. All I can really say is I think so. I just feel like they can bring something different to the table. You try to
like what?
Yeah,
look,
like
I don't know, maybe.
Relationship, it would all depend.
Yeah.
You know, just like a normal relationship,
No.
it would all depend.
So wait, before we get into Lily reasoning, what if he preferred men over women, but he just particularly like you?
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Now the reason I said that because we're gonna bring it up into Lily.
I would get insecure because my brother looks like me. I would get
So that means if you see your brother, you might want to fuck your brother,
Oh
basically.
Yeah, Nick looks exactly like me, and that would be so embarrassing.
Okay, Lily.
Because he would want to
But
fuck
if
me.
he loves you.
If he loves me, he would see the boy version of me, and he would prefer men, and he would love him. I'm gonna lose a man to my brother, bitch. Like,
That would be
And you don't imagine.
See,
It
yeah.
happens.
I'm a spitting image of my father. All right.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, Lily. So
Spitting, huh?
you would.
I would for sure because I would feel special. Like he chose me out
First
of
of all,
all
let's
these-
be clear. Lily is bisexual herself.
Yes.
Woo!
So,
Give me applause.
All right.
but no, I totally would because I feel special. Like he chose me out of all, and he doesn't even prefer my gender, but he still chose me. Like that's love.
So you feel like you that bitch.
Yeah, I am that bitch.
I know that's right.
I mean, I feel like that would be cool at first, but eventually it wears off.
No.
You know?
Yeah.
I have that rare.
So I would have to
Who
say.
says it wears off? What says
Right.
who?
Okay, I have to say what. Okay, Tyrone has always preferred black girls. You know, to me, I'm a halfsy. I'm Puerto Rican. You know, I'm a halfsy with Puerto Rican. I'm not even a halfsy with black. So it's like, I don't know. Like if you've always preferred that gender, it's kind of like after like it could go both ways. You could feel special, or it could be an insecurity.
Yeah.
You know, it could turn into an insecurity after a while, especially if you see him looking at men, or if you see, which I'm not saying Tyrone does nothing.
What? No,
Tyrone
I know.
does nothing but make me feel
I
special.
know. We're not talking about him.
Like, but what I'm saying is like I feel like that could turn it into an insecurity.
But even though you know he likes
I
men,
can see
it'll be
that.
a problem that you see him looking at men.
And
I
honestly,
mean,
it sounds like a
but like
self-care.
I don't. My boyfriend likes women. I think it's a problem if he's over here just looking at women.
That's nice.
You know, like
I swear,
it's the same
I
way.
do not
It's the
care.
same thing.
Yeah.
I do not
If I
care.
think someone's cute, like it's okay to think they're cute. I mean, you don't have to act on it, speak on it.
Exactly.
I
And
mean-
insecurity, like.
But yeah, but like also if you're on a date and he be looking over at a dude or some shit, you're like, it's our time. Like that would be building insecurity.
Well, yeah, if they were being like rude about it, like you know, some people just be sneaking a peek. Like they look at somebody and they're like, okay, like
I don't know.
this is a little attractive.
In
You know, there's a
personal
lot of
opinion,
beautiful
I don't want my
people in
man
this
sneaking a
world.
peek.
Like it's hard. Yeah.
No,
I don't mind. I don't know.
I heard.
I feel like definitely though, like you're talking about insecurity and stuff, and I feel that you also can't be insecure that he is gonna eventually prefer a darker woman, like a black
I mean,
woman.
but what I'm
So-
saying is that I'm not in like you're not insecure about that, but I'm saying like if I dated a man and he was bisexual and he preferred men and then chose me, it would just be like you're always wondering about a man, huh? You know, like I don't know, and that would be.
But you want to know how Lily feels? Lily is basically saying like, even though you prefer men, but you choosing me, it makes her feel special. So you wouldn't think like that?
I guess I don't know. Maybe there's some insecurity in me. I wouldn't think like that.
I would just say it's the two because
I mean, but like I've never been in that situation, so
Right.
I'm not gonna say
it's like a what
maybe.
Right.
If I would, I don't think I would ever be put in that situation because of that, you know?
Right, gotcha.
Like, because, like, I don't know.
So what do you think, Nathan? What you was gonna say?
I was just about to say, like, cause she was saying about like, just like there's like the different like if he prefers black girl and she's like a mix with Puerto Rican, that's different because like they're both women.
Exactly.
But like men and women,
I mean,
like
yeah.
the sex would probably be different. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. Like it's like I feel like it's that guy who prefers sex with the guy.
Well, yeah, but
that with a girl. Like,
the asshole is tighter than the pussy.
Like,
all right, like.
Lena!
I know you want to stick that dick somewhere else, so.
Well,
Lena!
You don't like anal.
Me and Lena is gonna get us blocked. Let me make that clear. Like,
Lena!
Am I not allowed to say these words?
I mean, obviously.
I don't know. Facebook be tripping. You never know.
We gonna make sure we screen record this and post it on YouTube. You know, before like. Hopefully.
Love that.
Hopefully. Okay, we're gonna get into one last topic, y'all, before we close this out. We at 53 minutes.
Oh,
so
okay, we're making good time.
We good.
Yeah.
I hope you say the craziest topic last.
What's the craziest?
No, it's not the craziest, but it is like the most controversial.
I got your back. Controversial.
I don't want y'all to say it for me. Teach me. What's the word? Controversial.
Yeah. Look, you got it.
I ain't got to talk. Say it in one time. Controversial.
Oh, okay. You should be like an English teacher.
I agree.
All right now. Kids be dumb as hell fucking with me. Okay, wait. So getting to the last topic. So, how do y'all feel about the N-word being used outside of the black community? So, wait, before Lyrica put the fire under everybody's ass and get into, I want to say this, like, and maybe I'm wrong. Like, if I'm wrong, it's fine. But me personally, as a nigga, a whole black nigga, I ain't mixed with
Yeah, why
black.
you?
So,
He said whole black.
I'm a whole nigga, 100% nigga. And I feel like I don't care if Mexicans say nigga. Me personally,
I don't even.
me personally, I don't care if Mexicans say nigga.
Thank you, Eric.
I don't
said,
care.
hell no, don't say it. Thank you. Thank you.
Look,
go ahead.
Look, but listen. And I feel like people that come from darker skin, I don't care if they say it. And like I was talking to somebody about Puerto Ricans saying they like, no, Puerto Ricans can't say it, but Puerto Ricans is islanders.
Puerto Ricans
actually has
do
black in them.
That's what I'm saying. And when somebody said, "Oh, Puerto Ricans can't say it," so I'm like, "Oh, so Trinidad people can't say it, or like Jamaican people can't say it?" Cause I'm confused. So I feel like Mexicans and people that got darker shade, but because let's be clear, Puerto Ricans got people that's darker than all our black heads.
Puerto Ricans are black. Puerto Ricans are from.
But people act like Puerto Ricans can't say it. That's my whole thing. They feel like if you're not 100% African American. And I know you're. Exactly.
She finna speak some shit.
Well, sorry. I mean, I'm half Puerto Rican. I'm not full. I've always been a half Z. So I look at it from the outside. I don't really.
Wait,
you know,
she don't say it though. She don't say it.
No, I'm not full white and I'm not full Puerto Rican. You know, so like I don't really feel comfortable saying it myself because I see it as like a derogatory thing, you know, like I don't see it as like it comes from a good place. I don't see it, and like I do see it as like when black people say, I mean, I know that they're not meaning it that way, and like I think and I know a lot of Puerto Ricans that are mainly black, and I know some Puerto Ricans that are more on the European side. My family's from the shout out my family. My family's from the black side. My daddy's a little dark, he's a little crispy, you know. But no, he be out in the sun all the time. That's why he a little crispy. Yeah. He don't know how to stay inside. That's the Hispanic in him. He's a lawn care worker. Okay. You know, that's the Hispanic. But what is it? I don't personally say it because I just don't feel comfortable like that, and like I don't think.
So do you feel like other Puerto Ricans or other Mexicans? So if you had a cousin that say the N-word. I'm black, nigga. If you had a cousin that say nigga, like, would it be a problem for you, even though y'all descendants of like black people?
Well, I think
Just
it's
'cause you
different
don't-
because I have cousins that are more white and I have cousins that are more African.
Right.
And I do have, like, and that's a real thing. It's like, we come in all shades.
Right.
I have cousins that are darker, I have cousins that are lighter. If I
Look,
see one of
if
my
you don't
lighter
stop
cousins
correcting
doing
my
that shit,
back-
I'm like, white bitch, bring up, you know, get the fuck off. Like,
It feels so good. I was getting thrown off.
I'm sorry.
If you were there,
I forgot what the fuck was going on.
Wait, now you get turned on.
I know, it's just like, I always do it sometimes. I'll just be touching.
but, you know, I feel like, when, like, I feel like, there's, like, know your place, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I know my place. I don't say that shit, you know? And, like, I know that,
That's
like, I've dealt with racism, but I have not dealt with the racism to the extent that Tyrone has. I've not dealt with the racism to the extent that
That's
you guys
very
have.
aware of you to understand.
And that is something that I am fully aware of.
I respect
When I
that,
straighten my
100%.
hair, I look fully a white bitch, alright?
You know
And
what?
I will not, and
That's
that's just
crazy
something
that
I'm
you
not
said
gonna,
that.
and I'm not gonna speak for somebody else over the hurt that they've been through over that word. That is not my place.
So look, that's crazy that you said
Respect.
that because we have a coworker and he's definitely black, but he's black and Mexican. And I was trying to explain to him that even though he's black and I'm black, we don't have the same problems.
Yeah.
Because he looked more like other than he looks black.
Yeah.
But he didn't get that. I think he was almost. I think he thought I was trying to be funny and say like you not black as me. But I'm just saying like if something was to happen and the police are running here, they'll ask you questions. They'll shoot me. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and I will say like as a mixed person, like mixed, I guess, like as a mixed person, like it's kind of a tough pill to swallow.
I'm
That
sure it
you
is.
deal with different problems than anybody. I deal with different problems than white people do. I deal with different problems than black people do.
That's facts. Yeah,
And like
I
that's
can
the
see.
thing is my problem is I've never felt like I belonged in a certain group. So I see
I know
it.
that's hard.
Yes, and
I'm the same way.
so I see it as an outsider, and like I don't say it because I don't feel like as an outsider I don't want to step over boundaries. I don't want to step over hurt. I don't feel the same hurt that you feel. I don't feel the same pain that you feel. I feel my own different type of pain, and that doesn't include that, you know?
Yeah.
I respect that 100%.
So before we get into the last two fully black people and only, I hate to say the word white now that I got a white friend. I was just telling Lily how like I used to be like, oh, this is a white girl, woo woo, but now
Wait, she was verified white person.
I love her. Man.
Oh, wait, no.
No, you guys,
A cookout white girl.
I would just like to say this bitch is Lithuanian, and Lithuanians they be that bitch, alright? Okay? It's like I'm Scandinavian, that's my
Yeah, a
white.
little bit,
It's
yeah.
strong as
That's
fuck.
my white.
Lithuanian.
Y'all
Oh,
are
that's
so
to the
funny.
top.
Lily is like definitely like that girl. Like when I say
Lily, you
like,
that bitch. You're so cute.
we gonna wait till
I
get to her.
agree.
Like
I agree. That girl, for sure.
I'm gonna say this. If a motherfucker call me a nigga,
oh,
you better have a backbone to that.
we
bitch,
want to talk about
you feel
being
me?
called nigga because I wish a mother.
Hey, look,
Okay, yeah,
hey, look,
especially-
hey, you
and
feel
if-
me, shorty?
And if you feel like you could say it, watch who the fuck you say it to.
look,
That part. That part.
Me and Lyrical was on TikTok, and there was this TikTok. This black boy was like, every time I come to work, it's a Karen. Where my Karen at?
Bitch, where my
Bitch
Karen?
that wanna fight.
I want my
That
own
be me.
Karen.
I be ready for anybody to say that to me, but God know.
And that's the thing is,
because I'm gonna black the fuck out. I'm gonna
And-
show you black.
No,
you
for real.
hold every respect to be angry. You hold every respect to beat a bitch ass if they say that shit to you. That's all I gotta say. Like, and you already knew that. I gotta,
Yes.
but like,
Is it light skin?
Hey, you said light skin time. Come on, you
I
feel.
know that's right.
come on, light skin as the half season thirds over here.
I love that for you guys.
Well, first off, I gotta say, yeah, I definitely agree with that part of like when you're
Because
in
you
the
both
mix.
are mixed.
Yeah, when you're in the mix, like you either side, like you always like either I'm too black or I'm too white.
Yeah, like to white people, you're not white.
Yeah.
To black people, you're not black.
Yes.
To Puerto Ricans, you're not Puerto Rican.
That's
And
a
that's like,
fucked up situation.
but it's like, and it's like hard to feel like you belong.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. And that's why, definitely as a kid, you try to find out what you like.
Because to be clear, your mom is white and your dad is
black. Yeah, or black
and Puerto Rican.
You look more black than you.
But is it just the color of your skin you going by, or is it just like?
No, I'm talking about your race.
Yeah.
Fuck skin color.
Well, I mean,
I got a
but
friend
that's
that's fully
another
fucking
thing.
black, but she albino, so that don't count.
Right.
That's another thing is like, where do you take it? Because I see the biracials fighting for their life on TikTok. Like,
let's talk about it.
That's
serious. But like, that's the thing is like, and I see some. This is another thing, pretty privileged. Like, I see some people, if they look good and if they look like
they getting by,
you know, then like everybody's like, yep, they can say it. But if somebody like say it and they are like half and like then they're like, no, they can't. Where does the line draw? Like,
go ahead.
All right. Yeah, pretty privileged is then, but like
I feel like we okay. I'm just saying, cause this shit nice. I like this shit.
We're hour and 5 minutes in. This is only the first episode, so we not giving them no more fucking time. Okay,
but we got more coming. That's that.
We got more coming.
I got a question though, based on like the same thing. If you say like for the black people, say you go into a group with some black people with some white people, and they let those like, but you're not really cool with all of them. You're cool with maybe one of the two like black people there. But they allow the white people to say nigga. Are you like checking that white person?
Check that white person.
I'm checking everybody in the room. I'm checking the black people. I'm checking the first fuck out of the room. I'm checking everybody.
People getting checked first.
No, for me the white people getting checked first.
I'm not
no, because they gonna get the white people gonna get a bigger check. So I'm not
okay, but
put my foot in their ass.
I see a lot of people.
I'm like, what the fuck is y'all problem? Y'all gonna sit right here, and then I'm gonna get to the white motherfuckers and I'm gonna chew their ass up. So.
I feel like
hardest. That's how
I feel like the most annoying thing is the fucking pass. Why, if you're a white person, do you feel like the pass is valid? Like, you know how like people, like black people give white people the pass, the what and the N-word pass, and I see like I've seen people use that argument, like, oh no, I grew up with this culture. Like, where does it? You know, or like my black friend gave me the pass. Like, I personally, I don't feel like a pass is a pass. I don't feel like
you gotta be from some real shit. If you're gonna really get a pass, you gotta be from some real shit.
Hey, on some real shit.
I feel like that brings me to my point. What is the fucking obsession with saying the N-word?
Literally,
what is it?
I'm
there's always a conversation about it. There's always discussion. There is no discussion.
I was just telling my best friend earlier. I still can't believe that that's like a big topic in 2022.
There is nothing on that.
It is.
In my opinion, and I told LaRon this, there's nothing to talk about. He was like, I want to talk about this. I want to have this discussion.
And she's like, what is to talk about?
There's nothing to talk about.
And I feel you, but everybody don't feel like that.
No, everybody don't feel like that. But me
personally,
there is no discussion. There's an obsession with saying the word, and I don't get it.
My whole thing with this shit is when y'all ever notice when a white person, like, let's say, for example, you see a white boy, and his goal is to be hood as hell, right?
Oh, that's different.
Look at it like this. Look at it like this. So,
beat that bitch ass. Just like stop him before you start.
Why the fuck are you, like, you're saying like, oh, I can say nigga because I've been about this life. Why the fuck do you think that being black means being hood?
Oh, that's true.
Why the fuck?
That's that.
Why the fuck you think wearing a do-rag?
And that just goes to show
why the fuck you think?
That just goes to show how they see us.
That's the crazy thing. Being motherfuckers are so stereotyped. Motherfuckers don't sit back and look at what the fuck we stand for. Like, they just think we out here gang banging, we out here selling drugs, we out here doing this and that. But in reality, no, motherfucker, we just trying to better ourselves with what we came with, what we got. You know what I mean? Like, some black people are, born in different areas, different neighborhoods where they got different things they can work on. But when it comes to these white motherfuckers trying to be black, they want to be, I'm hood as hell, I got this, I got that, I can do this.
And I'll never understand it.
Also, I'm like, bro, I will beat the shit out of you. Stop.
It's the fact that they don't have anything. Like, y'all gotta understand, white people don't have anything to cling on to. Literally,
white people got no history.
White people have no. What are they gonna do? Wear a powder wig?
Okay.
What
yeah,
I got one question.
That's the thing is there's
Your
no.
question was why did
You
you
have
take that powder
In
wig?
the black
Just say
community,
that.
with these people, like, when,
So
you,
they
like,
got
when you
shit.
talk like proper, like when you in the black community, a lot of times like, hey, you talk white or you talk like that.
Hey,
So how you feel like that?
I would never
Oh my
understand.
God. Let me tell y'all.
Like that.
I was working at McDonald's, right, and I was still living in Chicago. This was like 2016, right after I moved out of high school, and like I was helping this older man at McDonald's. I was bringing his food and stuff, and you know he asked me, can I sit down and talk to him because he seemed like he was lonely, and I'm just like, okay, cool. And we was talking. After a while, he was like, oh, you must be from the suburbs.
Is he black?
He was a black man, and I don't know why he said that because I don't talk that much proper English. Let's start there.
Wait, because there's a difference between talking. Okay, so all black people have a point of ebonics. You feel me?
Okay.
So when you talking ebonics, it's kind of broken. You feel me? But
I'm like a chameleon. Like I'm a talk
I agree.
where you know. So I was
You're
telling
gonna
him.
I'm a code switch.
I was telling him like. I was like, do you know where the village is? Like, there's like the projects in the city. And he was like, you from there? That's what he said to me. You from there? I said, yeah, born and raised. He said, oh, somebody must raise you right. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
Like, either I'm from the suburbs, or since you know that I'm from the project now, somebody had to raise me right.
Well, I feel like that's also a discussion on like where do you like your own almost like when is it gonna stop? When is somebody gonna? When are we gonna heal from this shit? When are we gonna move on?
Okay, let me put this out.
Move on if it's always getting repeated.
But that's
Listen,
yes, we
look,
can't move on.
and now that you just said that, my cousin
But
called
what
on
I'm
her.
saying is like with like I'm not saying like moving on from like all that shit. Like I'm not saying you guys have full right to be angry.
Right.
Full right. But I'm saying is like, when do we stop attacking? Like, because I've heard it from other Puerto Ricans too. Like, even my own aunts and shit. They be fucking like they'll be mad as shit at me for not speaking in Spanish. And I'm like, bro, you gotta understand, I got a white ass mom, dude. Like, and she's the right kind of white.
So,
I love her, but like,
so Lily was saying that we need to stop repeating the word period. So to say what she said, my cousin Law commented on her and said, man, everybody say it. If y'all want motherfuckers to stop saying it, y'all need to stop saying it. So do y'all feel like black people should say it too if they wanted to stop being said? Because I'm kind of in that boat. Even though I know it's our word to take back, but y'all want to. I feel like some people want the word to stop being said so bad, but them the main fuckers that said, and I'm one of them niggas. I don't want people to say nigga so bad, but I say nigga out of every fucking thing. I'm like, this some good ass chicken, nigga. Oh shit, I'm hungry, nigga. Oh, what's up, nigga? I be seeing Lily, I be like, nigga, let me tell you something. So like, what the fuck?
I don't feel like I need to stop saying it because it's my word. It's our word.
Okay.
I have that right to say it.
but don't you think?
But it's like the thing, like when people.
I agree, but like on the controversy, don't you think maybe that could be like creating more of a divide?
No.
Do you think? What do you like? Do you think maybe we should be? Like, should we be at a point where we should just accept that we're all different and we should just be, like, happy with that? And, like, for that to happen, we can't have a divide anymore. We can't think any race could say something more. We can't think any race could, like, own something. We can't think
So I just want to make sure I understand what you're asking. Is that a defense to, like, black people should stop saying it or other races should be able to say it?
I don't think, because personally, just after, like, when you, I mean, obviously,
like
you know the
whatever she's
history.
trying to get out is how I feel. Like,
Okay,
I don't know the right way to say it.
When you know the history behind the word and you know what went on, you know, like even like a lot of people don't know New Year's Day was known as the slave trade, like, you know, shit like that, like. When you know, like, history behind this shit, like, it doesn't feel right to even say it. Like, it don't... Like,
it
because...
feels great when I say it.
Okay,
y'all.
I mean...
We getting ready
it's like a flavor.
We getting ready to close it out. We gonna let Nathan say what he gotta say, and then we go get into... How you gonna be ready and then not know what your question is, nigga?
Didn't that feel great?
Wasn't that like a flavor enhancer? Like,
nigga.
Like, you feel me?
I love it, nigga.
Oh my God. Get it out, homie. Get it out. Let's see what they say.
Okay, Nathan, you better remember for the next episode.
No, hold on, I got it.
You know what? Are you sure?
I'm going to speak on the witch.
I don't know.
I had a good question too. This is
My cousin said.
Alright, so are we done?
Okay. I have a good question. You better remember it for the next time, because we gotta
will be
it
next
out.
time.
Because it will be next time. We want to get Lily perspective on this whole thing, and I do want Lily to tell her story. I already prepped my girl. I never throw her into the motherfucking joint.
Not prep.
Night.
I feel you, nigga.
Oh my God.
You told me the question. So personally, I do not say it, but there was a time when I was like 12 and 13 years old when I was kind of always around it, and the people I was around didn't care, and it's like, you know, when you're around people,
You adapt to what you are around.
exactly.
All the time.
And like when I was singing songs, I didn't really think to stop and not say it. Like
skip
I
that word. It's like,
and then it wasn't until I actually educated myself and
See, that's the
became
thing,
educated.
though.
and that's
Yeah,
what my best friend
I
was saying.
think
Yeah.
ignorance is a thing, and ignorant not in the bad sense that we
Yeah.
usually associate it with, but ignorant as in just simply not knowing.
Yes.
Ignorance is a thing.
And
We're
I'm-
young, we're naive.
I was talking to my two
Yes.
best friends about this earlier, and I was telling them that Lily said that she used to say it, and I was like, but she was saying how she educated herself, and my best friend was like, oh, that's all that matters, shit. It ain't about this that she used to say it,
you know.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like, I mean, as a Puerto Rican, you're always told that you're black. You're always told that you could say it. You're always told that you're a part of that, you know?
Right.
And like
So-
that's the thing is like that I'm in the same boat where when I was in high school and when I was, you know, young and naive and I was ignorant to like what the word actually derives from.
Yeah.
Like, and like obviously I mean
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
but
that's
like
different.
so with the A you don't think like I mean I never said like never really be saying it with a hard R like that shit, like, you know. But like I'm saying
that's a question.
We appreciate it.
but I'm saying like, you know.
Let's let
like-
Lily get her point out and close
Go
it out.
ahead.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, so it was different, a little bit different for me because it wasn't that I was categorized in a group. It was just that I was surrounded by everybody who was saying it.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of like they accepted that I said it, and
Yeah.
it was like I didn't think anything about it. And then when I was 13, I watched and read a bunch of articles and stuff.
Yeah.
And then,
So now that you educated yourself, like, would you be friends with somebody that feels comfortable saying it?
depending. Okay, well, exactly, and it's also like. I don't think white people should be saying it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
like I don't. Like,
You gotta
and I
check
definitely
them.
agree with you. But
If
what
they say it, you gotta at least check them
But
first.
what if you
Think
know
that
for
they-
sure?
Make sure they
And
know.
I'm not,
if they know,
I'm
then-
not, you know, advocating for them. I'm just being devil's advocate. What if you know for sure, like, it's no malice in their heart towards black people, and you know for sure they're not racist?
well, then I guess that is if they respect. Okay, so let's say I like really do not like it, and I don't want to be around it being said, and I've like communicated that to them, and then they continue to say it. Like I hate the word retarded. Yes,
Yeah.
I hate that
Same.
word.
I
And
do
people
too.
always say it, and I'll be like, do not say that by me. So like if I like hated the N word and this person just kept saying it to me, like I would feel disrespected. But if I didn't care, then it's like, okay, you say it, but I'm not gonna say it. Like,
Right.
I'm not gonna.
But because you
I
care,
respect
it's
that.
not allowed for them to say it either. Basically.
I respect that.
And this is the most genuine white person I've ever met. I've met other white people, but I've never felt the need to be
I
friends
agree.
with them.
I agree.
She'll never find white
She
people.
is.
I like that
I've
term. Verified.
met white people like through every job I ever been to. But I would never let their ass come spend night at my house. Me and Lily was in the bed, hugged together and shit.
We've been all over.
A couple years ago, I was like, I wish I would let white motherfuckers spend night at my house so they could chop me the fuck up when I go to sleep. But now I'm like, except Lily. And Darian too.
That's my sister.
All right,
You
y'all.
verified
So,
too, my boy. I just gotta let you know that.
Verified.
I love that term.
Oh yeah, for sure. So that is
Not
the
the
closing.
Verified.
That's the closing. That's the closing.
Thank you.
This was so fun.
No Nick, no ER.
Wait, no, not the hard
End the
R.
fucking live. Episode over. Episode 1 Uncut Convos Conversation. Let's make some noise, y'all.